What's up, my freedom-loving friend? Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel. If there's one thing I know, it's that freedom-loving weirdos like you and I, with as much serious stuff as going on in the world, and indeed is serious, we also need to laugh more. That's why today I'm more than happy to be taking a look at a Gavin Newsom parody video, Gavin's acceptance speech, or his reaction to winning the 2022 midterms re-election for California governor. Barf. And this is a comedy video done by our good friend Brent Pella. You've seen him before on this channel. And I don't think there's an archetypal more sinister governor than Gavin Newsom. And I think Brent does such a great job of not only playing the character, but also skewering the underlying thinking that I would say has to be behind Newsom's actions. So if anybody deserves to have the piss taken out of them, it's a tyrant like Gavin Newsom. Brent Pella does an amazing job, which, by the way, a lot of people are speculating, including myself, that communist Newsom will be the leftist pick to run for president in 2024. God help us all if that's the case. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the video together and have some laughs.
Yeah, after party at my mansion. Bring girls or you can't get in. Hey, I gotta call you back. Oh, don't worry, Kamala, it's not weed. Hello, citizens of Gavinfornia. The midterms are officially over, and just like a day in custody court, it's been decided that you'll be living with stepdaddy Newsom for another few years. I didn't know.
I wonder how it feels to live in California, and for the freedom-minded people who obviously don't like Newsom, how's that feel for them? Ugh.
If you'd come through for the Gav man, but you did. That wildfire smoke must be getting to your heads. And look, I recognize that I have a lot more work to do to make it look like I'm doing a lot of work.
Such a brilliant line.
But right now, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance to say all the words that you want to hear. Words like climate change, extreme crisis, uh-oh, and Texas bad, Florida racist, Gavman good.
Brilliantly sums up Newsom's PR propaganda to try to manipulate people to like him. I love that.
And to those who voted for me, I promise to continue saying these fuzzy words with my fuzzy voice, because that's what being governor of California is all about. I also look forward to our continued fight against homelessness, not homelessness, homeness. Because those of you who live in a home instead of a tent are being very uninclusive, and together we can defeat homeness.
That's what Newsom's doing. It's not what he's saying, but here, brilliant comedically, Brent is saying the things that Newsom does. Obviously, Newsom does gaslighting. He says the opposite. But you see what Newsom's done? He's created so much homelessness. As Brent's saying, Newsom has truly fought homelessness. Might be trying to end it.
Over the past 2 years, you've allowed me to mandate rules that make no sense and then break those rules whenever I want. You also allowed me to shut down schools, which we now know was not completely necessary. But at the time, I simply didn't have the information that was available at the time.
Another, like, we know unequivocally, shutting down schools didn't work. It was just bad for everybody, especially the kids. And the whole spin that guys like Newsom does is, well, the information we had at the time. No, you didn't look at the information we had at the time. Anyway, I love that line.
So instead, you embraced Newsom science. You also allowed me to promise that I would build 3.5 million new homes, of which I have only completed about 13% as of this exact moment. And now I'm promising to make even less of the original amount of homes that I was gonna make, and I need more time to do it than the original amount of time that I promised. That was a big thing that I campaigned on originally. Don't you remember? What's so great about these things is that I don't need to make up excuses for myself. You do it for me. Even some of you that voted for me are making those excuses right now, like this second. You're like thinking in your head about all the excuses that make me look good. Some of my favorite excuses that other people have made for me are, he's trying his best. Wow, the only thing lower than your standards of me are California's nationwide school system ranking. Well, at least he's not a insert buzzword here Republican. Keep in mind that anyone who disagrees with me or you is a disgusting conservative who doesn't believe in women and wants to murder your grandma. And he's hot. Oh, I'm turned on. If I continue to make strides in the fields of saying things that Democrats want to hear, and if I can ensure that my hair stays forever wet, if I do these things, then I know I'll have better job security than a small business owner in California. Now, I ask you to join me, and just like the California crime rate, we can rise together.
You hit it all. You hit it all. Let's bring it home.
Everyone else, I'll see you in 2024. President Newsom. I'm gonna be governor of America.
Man, I loved it. Newsom, he's such a slime ball. I think Brent captured masterfully the thinking behind Newsom's propaganda and his actions. I hope you enjoyed this laugh with me. And if you haven't already, please check Brent out. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's Brent Pella. You can find that link in the description. You also find Brent's website, which I believe is brentpella.com. That'll be linked in the description. And aside from having this laugh, if you want to continue the laughs while supporting the movement of freedom, I'd invite you to check out my new uncensored Christmas collection of merch. We've got shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, long sleeves, tumblers, a lot of fun designs. This is one of my favorites. Beware of Santa Klaus Schwab. Anyway, you can check them out, see if anything's right for you at my website, awakenwithjp.com. That's in the description. Shameless plug, but that's part of how I feed my family, so I feel no shame about that shameless plug. You beautiful freedom lover, thank you for taking the time to share some laughs with me, and I will be looking forward to calling out the corruption of tyrants and sharing laughs with you next time. Until then, stay free.